In this video, we're going to show you how quick and easy it is to replace an entry door handle with this new one from Kwikset. So the reason why we went with the Kwikset brand is because of their Smartkey system. Now, if you're not familiar with the Smartkey system, that allows you to rekey your door lock on your own, basically. So you don't have to call a locksmith to come out to your home and to do a rekey, and you don't have to, maybe take the door lock off and take it somewhere and have someone do it. As long as you have another key, so if you have, say, if you buy a couple of these different handles and you have two different types of key blanks, you can rekey one of them or both of them if you want to be able to be unlocked by the same key. So that's a really great feature. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to show you how to uninstall an old door handle, install this new one from Kwikset, and show you how to rekey your house. If you want to purchase one of these units, we'll have a link in the description below where you can go and do that. But otherwise, let's just jump into it. Okay, so first things first, we need to pull this old handle off the door. So it's pretty straightforward. First, make sure the door is open, because if it's not, it might be a little bit hard to get the door open after we do this step. But what we need to do is take these, there should be a couple screws on the door handle itself. Just need to unscrew those. I'm using a drill because it's a little bit faster. You, of course, can use a normal hand screwdriver if you like. And when you do this, the front's going to want to come off, so make sure you hold it once you get so far. And voila, that's the first part. And then the outside handle comes off just that easy. All right, next we want to remove the latch. And then we can remove this whole piece. That is how you remove an exterior door handle. So there's the new handles. Set those aside for now. There's the new latch strike plate, which we'll go ahead and probably swap this out. Swipe the strike plate. Alright, so let's pull this old strike plate off, replace it with the new one, make it look a little bit nicer than this one. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put the new strike plate in, screw that into place. Make sure you don't over tighten these. We're just using the screw holes that were there already. Over tighten. Now we'll install the latch. You want to make sure on the latch that it actually, the flat side goes to the way the door swings in, so you don't want someone to be able to push this open. So if we install it this way, and someone from the outside could push the door, and they could basically push this because it's just a ramp, you might say, open. So we don't want that, so we want it to be this way, right? Same thing as like when we're closing the door, it closes easily because that's the way this is positioned. So we'll go ahead and make sure that's that way, and we will screw this in place. Okay, it's in. Now we just need to install our handles. Okay, so on this, there's this note here that basically talks about reversing the door handle. So if, for whatever reason, if this door swung the other way, we'd need to reposition this handle. We don't need to do that, but we do need to get this off to pull this tag out. So I'll show you what this looks like. So with this specific unit, you've got a set screw here, and they include this Allen wrench with the set. So you just need to unscrew this, and you can pull this handle off. And you can pull this plate off, and then we can get this tag off. So now that this is off, what we can do is we can run these two screws through here. Let's just do run right now. And then we'll take the other handle, okay, the other handle, and we will line up this half moon shape to this half moon shape in this latch. And push it in place. Okay, now I'm also holding it on the back side too, right, so it doesn't fall out. But I'm gonna hold it with my other hand here, and I'm gonna take this piece that we just prepared, and I gotta make sure this lines up too, right? So here's that, kind of that half moon shape. We need to put that on the right side. There we go. And then we can install our screws to hold everything together. Okay, just started them with my fingers. And then I'm going to take a hand screwdriver and tighten these down. Okay, so before we put the other handle on, we need to make sure this works well the way it's supposed to. So make sure this locks. It's locked. You can unlock it, and let's make sure it latches properly. So there we go. All right, so now that it's tested, let's go ahead and put this other handle back on it. Just need to line up these notches here, and then we'll pop it on for that cover. And then,
someone's at the front door.
Okay, so then we just take this handle, put it on, and tighten the Allen screw down. And it's installed. All right, so now show you how to rekey it. Okay, so these are the keys that came with it. I'll show you that right now. So that's locked, unlocked. Oops, unlocked. There we go. Okay, so this is the key that came with it. This is the key that we want it set to, right? So big difference there, right? So we're going to rekey it from this, and we're going to rekey it to this, okay? So all we have to do is put this in, turn this a quarter turn, and then there's this rekey tool here that we just stick this in a bottom slot, right, like this. Push it in, then we can pull these keys out. Okay. Put this key in and turn it back. Pull this key tool out. Locked. Unlocked. And it's the new key. Simple, easy, quick, and you save however much a locksmith would cost to come out and rekey your house. So if you have all of your doorknobs in your house set to with the if you have all the doorknobs as the Kwikset Smartkey doorknobs, then you can change your keys if you want to, whenever you want to. If you want to loan out a key, say for a neighbor, and only have them access one door, you can do that. Really nice, really flexible system. Again, if you'd like to purchase this specific model that we installed here, I'll have a link in the description below in this video. But otherwise, I hope you liked this video. I hope that you found it helpful and informative. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to our channel, where at Top Homeowner, our goal is to help you become the top homeowner in your neighborhood. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.